viewers, welcome once again to another episode of Why Jesus. We have Liza from Hyderabad as our guest today, so let's go ahead and meet her and listen to what she has to tell us. Hi Liza, welcome to Why Jesus.
Thank you.
Liza, can you share us a little bit about yourself, a self-introduction before we go on with the show?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Liza. I'm from Hyderabad and I'm pursuing my BSc Nursing. I'm doing my 3rd year presently, so that's all about me.
What made you take up nursing?
So nursing, I feel it was a spiritual call because I was really confused after my 12th standard, and it was only Brother Dr. Matthews Varghese uncle who has helped me to get through that confusion. And I didn't even expect that I'll be into that course, but then it's all by God's grace that, Jesus spoke through him that, helping me to select a particular course that will suit for me, that I can serve many people also. Hope so in future.
Now you said it was a spiritual calling. What exactly do you mean by that, Liza?
So actually there's a much more background around it because me basically from Hyderabad, we are from a village. So my parents are typical Hindu people. So it was after then when my father came into this word-to-word ministries where he met Brother Dr. Matthews Varghese, and with the help of Brother Martin Henry also, because it was them who inspired my father to change initially, and then luckily my mother after her marriage also, it was because of the Christian love which was expressed in the church, in the word-to-word ministry, that many people around her made her to feel that love, which you cannot see anywhere else. So that made her also change. And in fact, there are many reasons that I was also born, because my parents nearly for 7 years, they were without children. And that's what actually made my mother, because she was totally against Christianity before. But then after the love and affection which many people showed her in word-to-word ministries, she also started believing. And there were many prayers which Brother Dr. Matthews Varghese uncle has done. And after that, luckily, so I was born. So even I feel that I was a miracle in their family. So I feel that I'm blessed, by many people that I was born. So in that way, I feel that every step which I take is obviously gonna be some reason, for that. So
well, that's a very inspiring story right there. So you're a miracle baby, right, Liza? Liza, so has there been any personal experience? Now you spoke of experiences of your parents, and it's remarkable that being from a Hindu background, they accepted Jesus, and now you are the next generation. What's the reason that you would say you believe in Jesus personally?
Yeah, personally, literally to speak, there are many experiences, because the time from my birth, because this little miracles which happen in your life, because when I was small, my father always used to tell me, whenever I used to cry for a chocolate or a juice, he used to always tell me, you just pray to Jesus, that you will get somehow, because he was always busy in some or other work in the church or something. So right from there's always many miracles happening in my life, that I can experience Jesus.
What would you say is the experience that stands out the most? You said there are many experiences, but there are some life-changing experiences, right? I do believe that. What stands out the most from all the experiences that you've had?
Yeah, actually to speak, as you all know, the teenage life is the worst experience. Even it can be sometimes good, but it can also be bad. You just can't expect anything. So during that period of time, I was totally confused, and I was completely out of the path. To be frank, I don't bother, because that was my life-changing experience where I had always had an opportunity, because my father always, whatever decision I had to take, he never gave me a decision. My only decision maker was Brother Dr. Matthews Varghese. So I feel really lucky that I've got such a spiritual father where I can call up directly and ask I could clear all my queries. And Brother Dr. Matthews Varghese has always helped me, because through his prayers, that teenage life was really the horrible experience I had. So he made me come out of that. He made me to choose the right path. He made me to choose the right career, the right course and everything. So that was a wonderful experience by, personally experiencing in my whole life. So
now you said that teenage years are some of the worst years in a person's life. It could make you or break you, right, Liza? So Liza, for teenagers out there, what would you say as a piece of advice, what to do or how should they go about to try and avoid disastrous side effects of teenagers?
That's really a very tricky question, because I feel there is not even a single thing, to get diverted. There are many things around the world. You've got many things. So first thing first, you should always believe your parents, what they say. You should trust them and you should follow them. And then you should always pray. Pray in the sense, in that age you don't feel like praying first, mostly because you're always into the worldly things around you. So me particularly, I was in that particular situation where I was lacking. So you should always have a spiritual father where you can share everything and tell everything, that he might guide you. So you don't need to be afraid to share anything, because he's your spiritual father and he's gonna not share it with anyone, because he's always there to help us and guide us. So that really helped me out. So I suggest everyone that even if you're scared to share it with your parents around or with your friends or anything, don't ever hesitate to share it with some person whom you believe, that whom you trust, that he's a God's person and he won't let me down always. So, and always listen to your parents. That's the main thing always you have to do, because there were times when I was against them. There was really bad situations, but then I'm really thankful to God that he helped me out to get out of all those things, and I'm really happy that I have such a nice prophet who can help me out in all the situations I go through.
Now, has there been any time where you felt like your faith in Jesus could not help you? Or has there been any time where you've doubted or questioned your faith in Jesus, Liza?
Not exactly, because from the time I've told you, me itself, I'm itself a miracle baby. I feel like that. I feel really blessed to be a miracle baby, because all the people prayers, because back in Hyderabad we also have a Telugu fellowship there. The Telugu ministry is also there, where we have our brother Martin Henry, who's leading us. So under his guidance also, there are many people who believe Jesus. So because of all their prayers, I never felt that anything that I have to doubt, but it was always helpful that even though I went apart, I could regain back because of all those prayers.
Now you're in college, you said third year of nursing, Liza. Do you see any difference in the difficulties that you face as a Christian, from since your teenage years to now?
Yeah, there is a lot of difference, because when you come into the worldly things, the worldly friends, they are all different, quite different with you, because you have a name, you have your God, Jesus, in front of you, you have many things to do. But when you come with your friends, they have their own different aims and goals. So when it comes to me, to be frank, there's a slight difference, because I always keep telling that I have to go to church, or I have to attend the meetings, or else I have to attend this, that, I have to participate, or this, that. So there's a lot of difference, but if you really are happy with it, you won't feel the difference. Like, you won't feel down. It's just that you have to be happy with what you're doing for your Jesus, and you have to just have that faith in Jesus that he'll never let you down, because there are times when you get to know that your friends are much updated about the world or around to be frank, there are movies, songs and everything that's going on. Nowadays even a small kid will be having an MP3 player, or he'll be listening to songs. So sometimes when they ask me some song or anything, I'll be like, oh, I don't know. So it really, sometimes you might feel down, but when you believe in Jesus, that won't hurt you much. So that's really my personal experience, that I've come through the difference.
Have you ever felt mocked or ridiculed by your friends when they, when you try to talk about Jesus, or when you try to share your faith to them?
Yeah, sometimes, because back in Hyderabad, in my college, where there are many people who have come from tribal regions, but some, they show interest, but that they are just interested in the songs which they play in the church, or the music which is being played in the church. But when you when you're particularly talking about Jesus, they try to find a way to just go away from you. So that was a little bad experience.
So how do you deal with the situation when somebody kind of discourages or kind of dismisses you when you try to share something that could change their lives?
Yeah, see, to change a person, you can't just force him and make him sit in front of you. You just need to give him a time and let him understand that slowly. He might understand, or it might take time, but if God is really working, if Jesus is really working over there, surely there are chances that he or she might come back to you or ask you again about Jesus. So it's just that prayer matters there all.
Now, being in a medical environment as a nursing student and also in a college environment, what would you say is the most distressing problem faced by the youngsters today?
Distressing, see, being in the medical field, you get to know many things. Yeah, the major problem in our India is the drug addiction. So that's the major problem nowadays, and even the medical people who know everything about it, even they are getting addicted. You see many cases all over the India nowadays that many people are actually becoming drug addicts and they're spoiling their lives without knowing Jesus. So that's the major problem I've noticed, and later they end up in different psychological problems and then suicide. So that's the major problem that I've been noticing in the medical field.
So what do you think you could do, Liza, being a person who has such hope in Jesus and being in a profession, and I think you're going to make a great nurse. What do you think you could do to make a difference for such people who are into drug addiction or any kind of substance abuse?
See, I can't tell them directly to stop or anything, but then I have to show them some other diversional things. There are many things that can stop you from being, getting into such things. So I would prefer them diverting in some other things. If it's my friends, I could do that. There are many things like you can divert them, taking out or anything, and stopping, blocking the way from where they're getting those things and all. So such things, or else you just can pray for them. That's it.
Definitely, praying is one way to get started, right? Liza, has there been any person who has influenced you in your faith in Jesus?
Yeah, there are actually, to be frank, the prophet, our brother Dr. Matthew Verghese, because he is really an inspiration to me. Because from the time when I'm small, my father always keeps telling me that, this happened when uncle was here, this happened when he was here. So my father does explains me all the troubles he went through, and now you can all see it live, the word-to-world television, even after there's all obstacles and all getting out from all those things by God's grace. It's all really a wonderful thing, even though, because the brother Dr. Matthew Verghese was the best example in front of me, because there were really worse times for him many times, but my father always keeps telling me, when you're a true Christian, you have to go through many sorrows, but the thing is that when you come out and glow again for Jesus. So that really inspires me a lot.
Now, what do you do when you are free or in your pastime?
Pastime is only music, and I am only very fond of listening to brother Dr. Matthew Verghese, because as you've told just before, because what was the thing that keeps you depressed from your friends, that was the main thing actually, because I only have those songs in my phone, and whenever someone asks me why you don't have this phone, you don't have this song in your phone, I'll be like, no, because I don't need such songs, this is enough, or else I just read books. But the best time pass I do when I'm alone is listening to music, because when you're studying, when you're distressed, or when you're depressed, or anything, that keeps you, that makes you feel that there's someone with you. And
do you sing, Liza?
Not exactly. I sing, but then presently, sorry.
You have you're trying to get through an infection, yeah. All right. What are your plans for the future besides being a nurse? Where do you see yourself 5 to 10 years from now?
There's a lot of change from that to now, but I don't know. I just pray that it's God's wish, because I can't expect anything. There are many, turnarounds in my life. I didn't expect that I'll be taking a BSc nursing course. It was because of Jesus' plan that his prophet has told me to take. So I've taken up the course. I just can't expect. It's all God's wish. I have just left everything. It's just that I have to finish this course and then later ask Jesus what to do. That's it. I don't have any plans further.
Liza, now if you were given a chance to change the world, what would you like to change? Just one thing.
The main problem in India is poverty. That's the main problem that has been getting India backward, I feel. because there are many people who are poor and they are homeless, shelterless or clothless or anything. There are many people in India. So I feel first poverty has to be changed, and let people also know more about Jesus, because our aim is spreading the news. So I feel that is the main thing I feel to change in this world.
Now, Liza, how do you think you as an individual can do that?
Yeah, I've told you I'm doing my BSc nursing, so I feel blessed that Jesus has helped me to get into this course, because this is a course where you get to get close with people who are needy, who are in pain, who are in sorrow, and in many difficulties they're going through. So I feel really blessed that Jesus has given me a right opportunity to choose, the course which is really good, that you can really change the world. So there are many people around you when you go into the hospital or the old age home or anywhere. There are many people around you whom you can see who don't have a support. So I feel that that's really a best chance that I've got, to express my feelings about Jesus. So that's really a unbelievable choice which God has given me, because that's really a wonderful thing that has happened to me in my life. Because before I was totally against of BSc nursing, but then once Brother Dr. Matthews Varghese has told me, I didn't even think for a second, because there are back my relatives who were against it, and there are many people who were against it. But then when a God's person, a God's prophet talks to you, that really can change everything. So that was my personal experience, because when I thought, no, I would not go into this course, but then really the prophet's words has really inspired me. I didn't even think for a second. There were people, my father, my relatives were all busy looking for a BDS course or something or other. But then just as soon as Brother Dr. Matthew Varghese uncle has told me, I didn't even think a second choice, because that just made me blank, and that has helped me out to get into the right profession. And I believe those words, because those are not just words, those are God's words. So I just believe in that, and that's helped me a lot.
Now, you said you also liked reading. What kind of books do you like to read?
To be frank, I don't read novels or anything, and my only option is Bible stories, or just Bible, the Christian Walk Bible, which was published and translated, made it easy as a study Bible, basically based particularly on fasting, because we don't get such Bibles easily. You find many English version Bibles, but then the Christian Walk Bible is the best Bible I suggest, because God has told it on His own that you can only achieve anything through fast and pray. So I feel that Bible is the best thing you can go through.
So Liza, where can we get these Bibles? You said the Christian Walk Bible. So you said it's a study Bible?
Yes. This is a sample actually, the Christian Walk Bible, and you can get it easily if you're living in Kerala or even outside. If you're in Kerala, you can visit any of the Bible towers. It's easily available there. And if you want it from other states or anywhere, you can just log into the website, the www.wordtowordministries.com, and you can just put in a request, and they'll try to send it to you. You can just type your address or something, and they'll send it to you. So it's easily available.
So Liza, you said that you do read the Bible. That's what you mostly read. Is there a favorite book or chapter in the Bible that you hold close to your heart?
Yeah. There is a chapter. It's Psalm 91, because whenever you're alone or you're distressed or anything, that I feel the chapter gives me so much hope that I'm not alone, because in that chapter it's written that even when 10,000s may fall around you, but God will not keep you harmed. So that has been really touching my heart, because when you're outside somewhere else, far from your parents, so that really gives you so much hope to get closer to God, and you don't feel lonely. So that's my favorite chapter. So I would like for the viewers to just read a chapter, my favorite chapter, which can also help you when you are lonely or distressed. This chapter, I guess, surely will help you out that you don't feel lonely, that God is always with you. So I would like to read the chapter that is from the book of Psalm, chapter 91. I'll read the whole chapter for you all. So, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fleeth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in the darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For He shall give His angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shall thou trample under feet. Because He hath set His love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him, and shew him my salvation. This is the word of God.
Now, Liza, we're almost towards the end of our show. What would you like to tell our viewers, all the youngsters out there who are facing problems, or maybe facing the same problems that you face as you grew up or as you face as you're in college? What would you like to tell them?
Jesus is going to do miracles in your life because He has done in my own life. So I feel that if your faith in Jesus will be never lasting, I would guarantee you that you would not be distressed any time. And I hope that you will also have the peace which God has, and I hope that you'll successfully be a successful person in your life. Thank you.
Liza, thank you so much for coming to our show and sharing all those wonderful experiences that you've had. We and the entire crew at Word to World Studios Trivandrum wish you the best of luck for all your future plans and the successful completion of your BSc Nursing course.
Thank you so much.
That was Liza from Hyderabad, and that is it for our show today. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Please join us again for our show next time. Until then, stay safe and blessed. Goodbye.